You have been found inferior by a ruling of your peers, and now you must be executed. Hey guys, Monk Fu Ying here with another Dreamcast video game review. Today's review will be on Guilty Gear X. Now this is one of the great games that the East got, which means Japan, I guess Europe would be actually considered the East as well. But it never came to North America for Dreamcast, that is. It came for PlayStation 2. I don't have it for PlayStation 2, though, for North America in 2001. So the only way you can get this game is by importing it or borrowing it from a friend that has it. Now, this was a game that I actually gave my friend. It was part of my collection, and I gave it to him for a birthday gift. And he graciously let me borrow it for this review. Really fun game. You know, when they have the 2D cartoon graphics, it just, for versus types games, it just feels right. And for a console, back in, made in 99, 98, the graphics look pretty good. I mean, how can you go wrong with 2D on a system back then? It looks really, really, really good. Not much of a difference between looking at this and looking at the NullDc version. Well, actually, it's the same game, of course, but the resolution is increased. Now, you'll be seeing some green for their blood. That's not really what the game looks like. It is red. It's just the capture device that I have for composite video. The colors come out wrong. It's something in the encoding on some colors. But yeah, it looks really good. The graphics look nice. Fighting, I had to actually put this on easy to play it. Sure, I haven't played a lot of versus games in a while because the games that I like have changed in the years. But even back then, I remember this being a difficult game. Even put it on easy, it was difficult on the Dreamcast. Now, I don't quite understand it, but when I played it on the NullDc, and they're virtually the same game. They're both a Japanese model. On the NullDc, it was average, and I put that one on easy as well. And I was actually able to play that one pretty easy. Now, when I first started playing this, I was getting my butt kicked like crazy, and I wasn't able to do the special moves as well as I wanted to. And I don't know if it's the Dreamcast controller or my controller, or I don't know what it is, but I just could not play as well on the Dreamcast as I could using my I'm using a PS3 controller for the computer to play the NullDc. So let's go ahead and show you the graphical difference between the NullDc and the regular from the Dreamcast. Now, when look at this, you have to keep in mind that the device that I use for recording composite video isn't very good. It kind of blurs it up a little bit. Then there's going to be going through editing and then YouTube's compression. So when looking at between these, they're a little closer than what it looks like on here. But of course, it will be a lot crisper on the computer, and the resolution is going to be better. And NullDc did do a nice job at emulating the program to play this. Now, one thing that it did not emulate very well, either that or somehow when it was recorded to a computer, the sound wasn't recorded. And I'll do a little video with the sound and have a link here to show you what it sounds like. I'm not going to be putting this since YouTube's been kind of getting on me on video game reviews that have sound in them, and I'm trying to figure out a happy medium for them to allow me to publish my videos. Anyway, as you can see, of course, it is crisper on the computer than it is on the regular screen, as it would be. And like I said before, it plays actually a lot better on the computer, but you don't get the sound. Well, you get the fighting noise, but you don't get the actual background music into it. Awesome game. If you like versus games, it is fun. It is challenging. A definite pickup or import if at all possible, or borrow. Like I've said before, most Dreamcast will play imported games. You just gotta be concerned if it's a PAL version or an NTSC version. Of course, if you're in Europe, then you'll have to be more concerned with if it's a PAL version. You just got to go with the version that you can play. Or if you have a hookup to hook it up to your computer like I do, then it doesn't really matter. Most games will play. Some games will not, though. I have run across a couple games that won't play even though with a PAL NTC converter. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the short review. It's a little longer than I expected it to be. And you guys all have a great day.